The Great Wall of China is one of the most famous structures in the world, and it's way more than just a long wall. It was built over 2,000 years ago to help protect China from invaders. But here's what's wild. The wall isn't just one long line. It's actually made of many walls built by different dynasties over time. Altogether, it stretches over 13,000 miles, longer than the distance from New York to Australia. Most of the wall was built by hand, using bricks, stones, and packed dirt. Soldiers, workers, and even farmers helped build it. Some parts are as tall as 30 feet and wide enough for 5 horses to walk side by side. It wasn't just for defense. The wall also helped control trade and marked borders. Watchtowers were used to send smoke signals to warn of attacks. People once believed you could see it from space, but that's a myth. Still, the Great Wall is one of the greatest things humans have ever built. Hermit crabs might be small, but they live life like little movers. Unlike true crabs, hermit crabs don't grow their own shells. They borrow empty ones from other animals like sea snails. As they grow, their shell gets too tight. So what do? They go shopping. Hermit crabs search the beach or sea floor for just the right fit. Sometimes they even line up and trade shells in a crab-sized moving day. But it's not just about comfort. Shells protect their soft, squishy backs from predators and sunlight. No shell, no chance. There are over 800 species of hermit crabs, and they live in oceans, tide pools, and even on land. Land hermit crabs breathe through gills, but they still need moisture to survive. And here's a fun fact. Hermit crabs communicate by tapping their shells and waving their claws. They may be quiet, but they've got a lot going on. So next time you spot a shell moving on the beach, it might just be moving day. Tulip fields look like giant rainbows on the ground. But these beautiful stripes of color aren't just for show. They're part of one of the world's most famous flower industries. Tulips originally came from Central Asia, but they became super popular in the Netherlands during the 1600s. Back then, people paid huge amounts of money for rare tulip bulbs. It was called tulip mania, and it's one of the first times in history people went wild over a trend. Today, the Netherlands grows millions of tulips every year, and fields full of red, yellow, pink, and purple stretch for miles. Farmers plant them in rows by color, making perfect stripes you can even see from the sky. Tulips grow from bulbs, not seeds, and bloom every spring. After a short season, they're cut, sold, or dug up to ship the bulbs around the world. So when you see those dreamy tulip fields, remember, they're more than just pretty. They're full of science, history, and planning. Squirrels may look cute and silly, but don't let them fool you. They're smart, fast, and always planning ahead. One of the squirrel's best tricks? Burying food. In fall, squirrels collect nuts and hide them underground to snack on during winter. They can remember hundreds of hiding spots even months later. But it gets better. If a squirrel thinks it's being watched, it'll pretend to bury a nut just to trick other animals. That's some serious sneaky thinking. Squirrels have super strong back legs for jumping and sharp claws for climbing trees. They can leap up to 10 times their body length and land safely. Most squirrels live in trees, building nests called drays from leaves and twigs. But some, like ground squirrels, dig burrows instead. And that tail? It's not just for balance. It's a blanket, umbrella, and parachute all in one. So next time you see a squirrel racing through the park, remember, it's not just playing, it's surviving. Why do people have different eye colors? Blue, green, brown, even gray. Your eye color comes from a tiny thing called melanin. Melanin is the same stuff that gives color to your skin and hair. Brown eyes have a lot of melanin. Blue eyes have very little. Green and hazel, they're in the middle. But here's the twist. All human eyes are actually brown on the inside. Blue and green eyes just look lighter because of the way light bounces through them. It's like a built-in optical illusion. Eye color is passed down through your genes. You get it from your parents, but it's not always predictable. 2 brown-eyed parents can have a blue-eyed baby, thanks to hidden genes. And fun fact, some people have 2 different colored eyes. That's called heterochromia, and it's super rare. So next time you look in the mirror, remember, your eyes are more than just a color. They're a window into your DNA and how light plays tricks on what we see. Dog sleds aren't just from old adventure movies. They're real, fast, and still used today in cold places like Alaska, Canada, and Greenland. These sleds are pulled by teams of strong, smart dogs trained to run through snow and ice. The lead dog is the boss. It listens to the musher's commands and guides the team. The dogs behind are called swing dogs, and they help turn the sled. In the back are wheel dogs. These are the muscle, pulling the most weight. The sled is light but tough, built to slide over snow and ice. The musher stands on the back, steering and keeping balance. They guide the dogs using voice commands like G for right and Haw for left. Most sled dogs are huskies or malamutes. They have thick fur, tough paws and love to run, sometimes over 100 miles a day. Dog sledding isn't just about speed. It's about teamwork, endurance and trust. And yes, the dogs really enjoy it. Octopuses might look strange, but they're some of the smartest animals in the ocean. They have 8 arms, 3 hearts, and a brain that's big for their body size. In fact, each arm can think on its own and even taste what it touches. These amazing creatures can squeeze through tiny cracks, open jars, and even escape tanks. That's because they have no bones, just soft, bendy bodies. They can fit anywhere their beak fits. Octopuses are also camouflage experts. They change color and texture in seconds to match rocks, coral, or sand. Some even mimic other animals like sea snakes or lionfish to scare off predators. When threatened, they shoot ink to create a smokescreen and jet away using a burst of water. There are over 300 species of octopus, from the tiny blue-ringed to the giant Pacific. Each one is unique, clever, and built to survive. So next time you see an octopus, remember, you're looking at one of the ocean's top escape artists.